I'm just gonna call this Brandy's luggage shop. Why, girl? Why do you have all of that luggage? My carry-on backpack. This is my carry-on suitcase. These are my compressed clothes that will go in my checked luggage. I'm done. Guys, I have learned so much about luggage over the past couple of days. Since Sunday, when I initially started putting everything in the suitcase, so much has happened. You know, I was 7 pounds over the 50-pound limit, and I did some rearranging. I put my clothes that I'm gonna wear in South Africa into my carry-on. I want to talk to you guys today about the differences in luggage. Differences as far as hard-sided luggage, soft-sided luggage, which is better? Who carried it better? You saw I had enough luggage to start a luggage store. Why did I accumulate all of this luggage? Not all luggage is made equal. I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm not totally finished, but I'm very close to it, and there are more than 2 weeks left for my 41 day solo sabbatical. All right, so let's jump into it. This here is the Briggs Riley Baseline carry-on 22-inch luggage. This is what I scored at the consignment shop. Now, what's interesting about this is that yesterday when I went to the consignment shop, I was looking for luggage, and I told my friend that I did not want any hard side luggage. I'm done with it. I'm back to the soft sided luggage. Hard sided luggage just does not hold up for the test of time and the beating that luggage takes when you're traveling. And that's indicative of, out of those hard-sided suitcases, 3 of them were broken because they had received cracks or the hinges, just different things. The engineering just is not the same. When you think about what the airline crew, the type of luggage that they use, think about it. You see most of them with soft-sided luggage, some type of strong ballistic nylon that is much more forgiving in terms of overpacking. I saw this piece yesterday and I saw the name and I was like, oh, this is a really good piece of luggage. However, I was ignorant. You know, luckily I did some research and I said, oh no, I gotta get back to the consignment shop to get this, because I paid $100 for this piece of luggage. It retails for $7.29, and I'm gonna show you just how awesome it is, and I'm gonna show you everything that's in it. So like I said, right here you have a small pocket that I would say maybe would hold glasses or something like that. Then you have another slightly padded pocket, so you could probably put your laptop, iPad, some tablet. Let's see, what do we have in here? Well, okay. Oh, got a mess. So this would be to connect another bag. And this is another little small pocket. Now, what initially kind of turned me off from the luggage when I saw it yesterday was the fact that it only has 2 wheels. It doesn't have spinners. However, it has these, I don't know what they're called, and I don't have time to research, but they're balancers. And so the luggage is, even if it were front heavy, this balances the load, so it's not gonna tip over. So it has a nice grab handle over here, and then in the back of the suitcase, there is also a pocket right here that you could, I think on newer models, they have a slit that can come through, and you can put a charging brick right back here. And then this pocket here also has your luggage tag. So that's where it would go. But in the newer models, they have the charging brick and then a wider pocket that can hold a cell phone. I have the iPhone 16 Pro Max and it did not fit. So nice, big, sturdy zippers. They are quite rugged. You don't have to worry about them. So when you open it up, on this right side, you have a small pocket. And I have my luggage tags for the cruise in there. And you have this garment side. And so basically, this is your garment. And you would hook it right there, tie it down, and you have the roll, and then roll it back. I'm not going to take the dresses out and try to put them on hangers or anything like that. I'll deal with the hangers on the ship. I decided to just leave them compressed. So, and they fit perfectly in here. So that's what is on the right side. On the left side, this deep side, which is so cool how it expands. So it's got these compression straps right here. All right, so dun da da da. What do we have in here? Let's go, show and tell. All right, we have some Birkenstocks and some flats. Nike slides. So 2 pairs of sandals, a pair of flats. This is going to be home base for our pharmacy. So it's got all of the OTC, these ibuprofen, Benadryl, cold, cough and cold, emergency, Miralax. Got my vitamins and prescriptions, Thermacare. Got a hot or cold pack, first aid kit, ace bandage, cough drops, EpiPen, inhaler. So this is the pharmacy. Then we have washcloths and microfiber. Bring my own towel. So then we have electronics. So this is an outlet that I use. So what this outlet does is it converts. So in different countries, you have different types of electrical outlets. And so it's important that you buy one that has adapters for all of the different outlets. So see how they're all different? They slide in and then you can plug them into the wall and then use this. It has USB-C, USB, and a couple of regular volts. The camera cover for water. All right, got my speaker, some wet packs, another gimbal, the case for my action camera. This is my mirror. Got my 35 and extra zoom lens. And then this is Best Buy. This is Technology Central. This is a strap that attaches the suitcases so you can bungee them. So I bring that with me. And then this is all of the supplies. So in here I have a longer extension and another outlet with USB-C, USB, chargers or cords, this HDMI to USB-C. I brought my Apple TV. All of this was in this suitcase. And what's really cool about this suitcase is that it expands and it lifts up. It gives a nice expansion. So all of that was in here. With the expanders, you just hear that? So the way that they came up, you just press them and it compresses down. The other very impressive thing about this $100 consignment find is that Briggs and Riley have a lifetime warranty. It doesn't matter if you have proof of purchase, they have a lifetime warranty. So how cool is that? All right, so now let's talk about this backpack. Here we go. Okay, so this is the Osprey Sojourn. I forget what the dimensions are, I don't know, but it carries on. And what I like about this bag and Osprey bags is that you can connect them. So you have this smaller like day pack backpack, and it's connected right here, a couple of its straps, and it's connected to the Osprey big bag. Have this little day pack, and it's cool because it has a lined compartment that you can put a hydration pouch in this back pocket, or you can have an iPad, MacBook, and it has a decent amount of space inside the main compartment. And there is also, this is your front compartment. It has the hook for your key ring, a couple of pockets right here. And then you have this other kind of like kangaroo pouch that's right here in front of the bag. And then you also have this little zippered compartment. Now, what's cool about the Daylite, this will hold my 45-ounce Yeti. I used it and it fully expands, so that was a major plus. All right, so this Sojourn Porter, I really love this backpack. So like you saw, it has the hooks right here where the Daylite backpack will attach to it. And then these are also compression straps. So you can, compress the bag really tight. You have a front pocket up here. So I got my eye mask. I have a foot hammock. It also has a key ring, this compartment. So what, 4 maybe for pens and things. A nice, I was looking for these. Okay, it has a nice size pocket right there. And then a lot of space down in here. I tend to put like my wipes and things in there. So that's what's going on in this front outer pocket. Then right here, you open up. So, well, this is already open. This is a very big pocket at the top of the bag. I would ordinarily put like my electronics, my tech bag in here so that I could, have access to my charging cables and cords and things. Okay, so in this bad boy, it's a big mamma jamma. You have 2 compression straps that go across. So this is the jacket that I'm taking. I think I should be good. I have my fleece poncho. And then we have my toiletry bag. So shower things. Yeah. So that's in there. I have my cordless water pick flosser. And on this side, on the inner part, this is a wet pouch. So I have one of my face cloths on that side. On the other side, it's netted. I have a laundry bag. Then this right here, everything that I'm gonna wear in Cape Town. So it's got some jeans, a couple of different shirts. That's 3 days in Cape Town. And then lastly, I have my Soul Guard, my carry-on closet. And this bag is also going to double as a laundry bag. Now, what I really like about the Soul Guard closet system is that you have this hanging closet. So I don't think that it does the best job in terms of being able to travel with your clothes in here. I've done it a couple of times, but I feel like with that luggage, I was losing a lot of real estate. And so a couple of times I've taken the closet and used it in another suitcase. So this time I'm not, I'm just bringing the closet because it is very helpful to have the shelves and things, so you have a couple of shelves here. All right, so you have a big shelf right here, then a smaller one, and then other shelf. And then down at the bottom, you also have individual compartments for like your shoes. So I like the system. I just am not a fan of the hard side luggage. And everything that I have right now, I would have never been able to get everything that I have in the carry-on suitcase in the hard side. It's just hands down, soft-sided is better in terms of space, in terms of durability. So I'm off the hard side Kool-Aid. I'm going back to functionality, durability. I don't want it being messed up. So that's what I have in there. The other thing is that there is a side pocket. So I have my travel umbrella, but it can hold a water bottle or whatever. It's nylon. And then you have this zippered part where you would put your laptop. And then there's also, you could put papers or something right there to keep them safe. Other thing that I love about this bag is that it has these hip straps that go around to kind of balance the weight. But if you don't want to use them, you can fold them and put them back inside. Look at that. And then you can also, same thing with the straps. The straps can go down in here and you can just carry the bag. It too has a grab handle, so you could carry the bag. The other thing is that with these straps, you can adjust the tightness. So it helps with, if your backpack is really heavy, it helps to balance out the weight. It also has a chest strap. So I really, really like this suitcase. And I traveled with it to Asia for those couple of weeks. I also traveled with this day pack. And both of these bags were full. I felt like I was gonna fall over walking through the airport. So that's everything. And then the last thing, once the new suitcase comes, that's my carry-on stuff. I have a pair of shoes in here, 2 pairs of heels. I have 1 belt. This is my underwear and socks, swimwear, and workout attire, pajamas. And then these are my clothes. And then I have my sunscreen and off and my setting spray. All of these are larger than carry-on. So that's it. Now we'll just wait for the new luggage to arrive. Oh, last thing, right? When we talked on Sunday, I had different compression bags, but they were way too big. So I ordered these, got them on Sunday. They came with their own little pump, but you just unscrew and put the pump right there. The pump has a little bag. I really like these bags. The plastic feels really sturdy. It doesn't feel flimsy like some of the other bags that I had. So I'm really pleased with this purchase. And now that I removed the gowns, I'm hoping that, I'm under the 50 pounds. And this, everybody, is 6 weeks worth of stuff. So I'm sure I'm going to have to switch around because the steamer is pretty big and the case for it is also big. We're 2 weeks away and I am totally packed. So what are the lessons that I want to impart on you? If you're looking for durability, definitely go with the soft-sided luggage. If you're somebody who tends to overpack, soft-sided luggage, because it's a lot more forgiving and may allow you to bring more. Hard-sided luggage is just, I'm team soft-sided. Don't be afraid to check out those consignment shops, because especially in affluent areas, because people will get rid of them because they got something, newer, and somebody's trash can be your treasure. So thanks for watching. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Yay, me!